What's up, Sushi Squad? We back in small Trove, and today we're going to be talking about LUXION'S inventory, because yes, that's right, he's here. Is this his first visit of 2022? I think it is. I don't know. I'll double check. But anyways, we're going to be going and checking out his inventory. Before we get started, there is this crazy event going on, and I already have video tutorials about all of it, including the new store pack, which is pretty cool, if I do say so. It's got some nice stuff in it, although I'm not really maining any of the characters you get costumes for. Give me a Lancer costume that is in the Renewist theme. I would love that. But I gotta let you guys know, if you're new to Trove, you gotta use that sign up link in the description, and then you can end up buying anything out of the cash shop, and I make a percentage of that sale. It's an awesome way you can help with my cost of living. But let's see, do we got good things? We got rare things, not necessarily anything cool. So there's the Itty Bitty Chick, which you know what, let me swap over to my ice stage just because why not? So the Itty Bitty Chick is just a cheap little ally. It's an event ally, which means that you can't buy it more than once. You just unlock it for the 10 mastery, which is not worth 65 dragon coins, devs. So 50 magic find and 15 energy regen and 7 superstition, which superstition doesn't do anything in the game. And it's literally just this cute little chicken. Again, not worth 65 dragon coins, that's for darn sure. Like, I mean, I guess it's got okay stats, but hey, whatever. Then there is the Snowfest Log. Where is it? Come on. There you go. So this, oddly enough, is an event item. Like, it's in the event category, but it is a tradable variant. Like, this is back when items in Trove used to be tradable, right? No, I'm not trying to heart it. I'm just trying to see what it costs. Yeah, 200k. That's why I thought it was going to end up being a decent value, because oddly enough, this is... I don't know why it's a valuable item. I don't know why people always want it, but they do. So 50 dragon coins is pretty darn good for the price. I guess because it looks so stupid. This was the first mount in the game that was this roller pin style. So it's got a lot of nostalgia for me because of that. And generally speaking, I just love this thing because it just looks so stupid. Most characters with legs, they actually like, oh, it's like they're falling over rather than the ice stage where we're just kind of sitting on it like this. But I mean, I appreciate this mount for what it is. I like it. And if you want, you could buy it and then sell it. But generally speaking, I think that most people are going to be trying to sell this because it gives a lot of mastery and it's also a flying mount. So if we check the value of this, yeah, so that's more like it, closer to 400k. Generally speaking, as of right now, the value of selling 2 of these Snowfest logs is more value than buying one of these, but I would say that this item is going to end up being more valuable in the long term, where if you want to buy it and wait, usually these types of items will end up increasing in value. But I really like this mount. I like the video effects that trail behind it, and the flying of it is actually pretty cool as well, just because it has the kind of, I don't know, it's very, very Christmassy vibes. I want an upgraded version of this where it actually has like animating reindeer in front of us. I think that would be really cool. I don't see it happening. Not anytime soon, that's for sure. But I like the stars that come out of it and everything. It's kind of like a broken sleigh type of thing. I don't know. I appreciate the mount for what it is. It makes me feel all warm and fuzzy. I don't know why it's coming out in January. Don't ask me. So then there's the chaotic Pinata mount, which this is very, very rare. Store. God, where did you normally get this? I think you get this out of a store pack, honestly. I could be mistaken on that regard, though. Yeah, I figured that this would end up being a very expensive item as well, just because this one is very, very rare. So it's kind of a pick your poison situation where you could either invest in Snowfest logs because they're cheaper on your dragon coin wallet, and ultimately would end up equaling to more flux, because that's the thing, is these are worth 200k at least on PC, so you could sell 2 of them for the price of this, and then you would make like 10k profit over what the Pinata is. But you gotta consider that after Luxion leaves, these items may end up increasing or decreasing in value depending. But this Pinata mount is disgusting. It's got kind of a nice trail behind it, which is kind of neat. But otherwise, it has a gigantic eyeball, and it's all, whoops, and it's all green and gross, and it's just, I don't know, it just gives off the impression that it's smelly, which is weird because I more than likely should enjoy this mount because of the fact that green and purple are my favorite colors. but I don't like puke green. That's not like, this thing looks like snot. Like, it's, I don't know, man. There's something about this mount that is just disturbing. Not to mention, I guess that the eyeball is literally like, you can see the tendrils on it, and our character is literally just kissing it or smelling it or something. Like, it's creepy, man. I don't like it. Then there's the Flappy Flan. What the heck is this? Whether you call it caramel or flan, it's still delicious. What is Flappy Flan? Oh, it's a mount. What the heck? So you can actually buy 5 of them. What are these? Are these even worth? Okay, they're valuable. They're valuable because the dragon coin amount. I wouldn't see anybody buying these. I forgot it existed. It's that bad. Like, look at this thing. Do you think anyone's gonna actually go out of their way to be like, yeah, 300k flux, I'll totally buy that? Like, no, dude. Just no. I mean, I'm also not a fan of the bouncy mounts in Trove, but this is also around the time, let me see. Yeah, this is also around the time when the devs were really, really lazy and they would make things like one color. So you can kind of see there's barely any shading to it outside of obviously the top of it. But it's just, I don't know, man. I wouldn't recommend it if you're just getting it for the flux aspect of it. But I mean, hey, that's just me. So then we've also got LUXION'S style stash, which what these are going to do is in your style section. So your hats, your swords, your weapons, whatever. This is going to end up unlocking a random style out of those categories. Which is going to be seasonal, event, pinata, or Luxion equipment styles specifically. So these are basically just a beginner's trap. Anyone who's at the end game is going for these because you're trying to get all of the styles because of the mastery. But generally speaking, it's not recommended to go for these. Then he's also selling 10 bound Brilliance for 25 dragon coins each. Way too expensive, dude. Like, I would recommend it if it wasn't 250 dragon coins worth of bound Brilliance. And that's buying like that's buying 1 bound Brilliance for 25 each, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Devs, this is clueless, dude. This is so tone deaf. Like, no, nobody in their right mind should ever end up buying this, especially when you can buy them from Luxion for way cheaper. Like, it just, bound Brilliance is a required recipe item in order to end up augmenting your gems, which augmenting your gems is pretty much the mid to end game, where you're trying to end up getting the perfect stats out of your gems and so on and so forth. But anyways, then there's also going to end up being the Golden Hoard Dragon Soul, and these are going to be a bit different than most of the more recent dragons. Basically, the old dragons worked this same way, where as you end up purchasing these souls, you'll consume them one at a time, and you have to consume a total of 100 of the souls in order to get the fully maxed out dragon. But you can see you get tons and tons of mastery throughout the consumption of the souls, and you get various rewards. You get Golden Hoard Dragonling, which is a good physical ally for the beginning of the game, and so on and so forth. A bunch of different things, including the different dragon stats. And ultimately, it's going to end up giving you the fully maxed out Luxion dragon, which is right here. So there's various forms of the dragon. There's going to be a cookie cutter one that has no wings. There's going to be one that has smaller wings, but can't shoot fireballs and it can glide. And then there's this one as the final form, which has the big wings, as well as being able to actually shoot fireballs. You know, it doesn't really do anything other than just vanity. It's just another dragon to go for, but you get a lot of mastery out of it. And then obviously the fact that you consume the souls and get a lot of mastery, just... It ends up being pretty good dragon to go for if you don't end up, well, if you have a ton of dragon coins, I guess, because the fact that it's 4 dragon coins each means that it's going to be 400 dragon coins in total, but it does mean that it doesn't cost any other resources, but I don't know. Anyway, sorry I'm all over the place today. I'm a little bit distracted. Anyways, that's going to do it for today. Thanks for watching. Smash like, sub for more. Buy the merch you want, support the channel, and have yourselves a wonderful day, gamers.